It's time to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows. In this video, I'm going to make it spoiler free and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts and feelings about AC Shadows after playing it for quite some time now, because Ubisoft provided me with Assassin's Creed Shadows, the deluxe edition, 2 days early before the official release. So I'd like to say thank you to Ubisoft for providing me with the Assassin's Creed Shadows deluxe edition. This video has been made in partnership with Ubisoft, but I'm going to be 100% honest in this video. Let's talk about my feelings and thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows. But let's give you some backstory on who I am and why you should continue to watch. Now, I've been playing Assassin's Creed since the very beginning. I've been a gamer since 1992, or maybe 4. Really early 90s, I was gaming. So I have a lot of experiences with games, different games consoles, handheld, controller, and even your Windows CD-ROM games. So Windows CD-ROM games, I'm talking like, I think it was like Planet PC magazine that I used to get in the supermarket, and you could pull off the disc, and then you'd have this disc that would usually have a game on it, and then you could plug it in your CD-ROM, your Windows 95 computers. Yeah, I was gaming back then. And Ubisoft games I've been playing since day dot. So I'm talking like, you go back in time, man. I was playing Ubisoft games. Prince of Persia is also a franchise from Ubisoft that I was also playing, just to give you an example of how long I've been playing Ubisoft games and the variety of games at that. So not just Ubisoft, I've been diving into like Warner Brothers games, all different types of games. I've been gaming for quite a long time. That's what I'm trying to get at. So AC Shadows, I've been playing now since, of course, that 2-day early that I was privileged to have from Ubisoft. Let's talk about the game. So, gameplay-wise, those of you that have played previous games and previous titles in the franchise, like AC Black Flag, are going to be pleasantly surprised, because this is very self-contained inside of the Animus. I'm not spoiling anything with that, because you notice that from the very beginning. You know that you are going to be most likely staying in the Animus most of the time. I haven't exited the Animus in total and seen who's actually sitting in the machine at all. And I've been playing for quite a few hours now. I've been through quite a few missions. We don't exit the Animus at this point. There are things that you might see in terms of the Animus's power and how the Animus works, but you're not really going into the real world. So, for me, that was a bit of a disappointment, because with the recent Assassin's Creed entries, those storylines and story beats have been really important. You're getting some of it, but I feel like we might be captured by Abstergo at this point. That isn't a spoiler, it's at the very beginning of the game. Abstergo Industries are talking to you. What faction of Abstergo it is, I'm not 100% sure. But I do know, right now, we are not with the Assassins, we are with the Templars, Abstergo, which is the company front for what the Templars technically are in the new day and age or time frame that we might be in. So that's a bit ambiguous right now. We don't know what year this is taking place in the real world. So you don't actually know. It's not confirmed to you. There's no confirmation to say it's 2012. It's the time where Numbskull from AC Black Flag was around, because it feels like that. Kind of what the game feels like in terms of the Animus stuff. So the gameplay, if you want to play stealth in the game as Naoe, you can. You can force Yasuke to play stealth as well. You can use Yasuke as a stealth character. Now, it's not going to be as easy as it would be with Naoe, because Yasuke is quite a big figure. He's quite heavy at times. He needs to charge at the enemy and attack in order to make sure that they are not attacking him first. That's basically kind of like his gameplay. You need to be like, go at them if they spot you, because you're most likely not going to be able to chase them down as quickly as Naoe would. And with certain things, you just want to attack, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like with Yasuke, for me anyway, I just want to attack. I just want to destroy. I just want to grab things and be like, yo, I just want to, I just want to crush things with Yasuke. With Naoe, I tend to play more variety. So I tend to jump in and out of stealth and combat with Naoe, because you can. It's a lot easier to do that with Naoe than it is with Yasuke. You are sort of handicapped a bit with Yasuke in terms of stealth, but it can be done. But if you go for an assassination, it's brutal, it's loud, and if anybody is in the proximity of what just happened and there's like a head rolling on the ground, and they hear Yasuke shouting at the top of his voice while he's brutalizing whoever he's assassinating. You're getting spotted, bro. Like you just like the head goes flying, the blood's everywhere. You're not being stealth as Yasuke if you're doing that. You know what I mean? You're gonna get spotted, bro. They ain't no way you're gonna be walking away and be like, yo, no, I'm gonna crawl on the floor now and be prone and be and be stealth. You kind of have to preemptively think about who's around if you're using Yasuke to assassinate. But it can be done, and you can use stealth as him. And he does have weapons where you can use stealth, not the loud Teppo gun, which of course is very loud. And if you're shooting people, like people are gonna notice that. Like you're gonna notice it. The game does occasionally force you to play as a player. So if you're following the linear story quest, which you don't have to most of the time, you can go and explore feudal Japan. But if you're following the main quests, it will force you to play as Naomi or Yasuke in some of the quests if you're following their path. So you can't take a Yasuke quest as Naomi. There's no way. You have to be Yasuke for those Yasuke quests. You have to be Naomi for those Naomi quests. Now, does it evolve a little bit further in some of the quests? I think it does. And I think you can kind of, like, there have been times it's just like, it feels so seamless to switch between the two when you do, no, not really seamless, but like you can switch between the two when you feel like it. You just go into the menu, switch to Naomi, switch to Yasuke. So for me, what I've been feeling is, say, like when there's a Yasuke quest and I've traveled there as Naomi, and it gives that prompt on the screen that says, you have to be Naomi, you have to be Yasuke or Naomi for this quest. Then I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I'm not like, like sometimes I'm aiming at the quest and I'm just like, I'm playing as Naomi and I'm having fun as Naomi there, or I'm having fun as Yasuke there. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have to be that character for this quest now. I should probably switch. Like, you get what I mean? Like, in terms of the gameplay, that's how it feels for me. Like, I'm kind of like not subconsciously thinking about who I need for that linear quest. Side quests, on the other hand, there are a heck of a lot of people that you can assassinate and things that you can, and people that you need to kill and things that you can do just around you to Japan that is not a part of the main linear storyline. What I mean by the linear storyline, for those of you who are probably wondering what that means, is that if you have the story from beginning to end and it's the main storyline, that it goes mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, mission 4, the normal storyline. Side quests is, yeah, there's this normal storyline, but I'm gonna go off and go do something else. And there's some crew that I need to destroy. That's what I mean by the side quests and the main storyline. Most gamers know what that means, but I'm just explaining it for those of you who might not know what that means. Because you never know, you might be new to these types of games. You might have been playing just Battle Royale games and never in your life touched a game like Assassin's Creed before. So, of course, I'm explaining that as well for those type of gamers. So, in terms of the gameplay, I would say there is variety. I feel like there's more variety with Naomi, only because it's an Assassin's Creed game and you can do a lot of parkour with her. In terms of Yasuke, if Yasuke is on a ledge and you are just unlike, where Naomi would, you could do that straight sprint. If you're Yasuke in that situation and you getting spotted, jump off the ledge, bro. Just jump off the ledge. I'm like, you gotta move quick. You gotta get out of there. I ain't staying on that ledge, bro. No, you gotta make it. Yeah, let's see. There's some variety with the weapons as well. There's quite a lot of variety in terms of the weaponry. There are skins for weapons, and that's when it really shines. So, for example, with the Teppo, you got multiple Teppo weapon skins. They are the Teppo is a gun. It's like basically a rifle gun that Yasuke has, and you got different skins for it. The same for the other weapons as well in the game, and it's quite a variety. And I said I wasn't giving you any spoilers for this one. The story so far, in terms of the linear storyline, it's great. There's stuff, obviously, because I'm not giving you any spoilers right now. There are things in the story that you can kind of like, much like other Assassin's Creed games, though. For example, when you're playing Assassin's Creed 2 and you're thinking about the Medici family, you can kind of ignore some of the main story beats with the Medici family in Assassin's Creed 2. The same can be said for Shadows. You can go into the story and you can ignore some story beats if you're really not paying attention. Like, this is how open world games are in nature, though, because you yourself could be focusing on a completely different sidelines DLC mission, and that could be your storyline that you really enjoy. For example, AC Origins right now, I'm jumping into a side quest, DLC, and that is my main focus right now. You could do the same with the main storyline of most Assassin's Creed games because you can focus on what you want to focus on. This is a perk of these types of games. So if you are following that main storyline and you want to build out how the world is currently interacting because of what's going on with the main storyline, you can do that. So you could be in Act 1 of the main storyline in Syndicate and you're learning about Starrick, and then you decide to go around Whitechapel or a different part of London because you want to see how the world is changing because of that villain or the antagonist. Because Assassin's Creed plays around with who the good guys and bad guys are morally, because you're meant to make that decision as the player. This comes into play with the gameplay. There are some people that you can spare. There are targets that you can literally decide not to kill. I've had one of these scenarios, but it isn't one of the type of gameplay elements that is really pushed in your face. But there are choices that you can make that changes the game for you. It's hitting my coffee mug there. These things are also perks of the game as well. So there are things that I want more of, and I think it could potentially be expanded in future. It doesn't look like right now the outside world in terms of like what's happening with Sean and Rebecca and the assassins and that. I have no knowledge of that right now. That is kind of a slight disappointment for me because I was following that storyline, but much like AC Black Flag and AC Rogue, you kind of have those main characters as a sideline character. So it's like like you see Sean and Rebecca in the foyer of the Abstergo Industries, where Numbskull is working inside of the Animus with Abstergo Industries, which is fronting as an entertainment industry, entertainment company conglomerate. So you already know how that works in terms of that gameplay, but you aren't even exiting the Animus in this game so far. So that for me, I would like more of to see what's going on because we were left on a cliffhanger, bro. And I'm like, where's Basim gone? What going on with that? Where he at? Because I need to know. You get what I mean? That for me is what I would like more of. In terms of the gameplay that I've just explained for you in the storyline, I'm not going to spoil any more. And this is a light review. But I want to know what you think about AC Shadows at this point. I'm really enjoying myself inside of the game. In Feudal Japan, there's so much you can do. Your hideout has a lot as well. There's a lot you can do with that. I'm going to quickly, briefly talk on the community, the gaming community, and how they're interacting with the game. It seems like there are some rumors that are circulating around the game that I haven't been able to confirm at all in the game. So there's certain things that people are saying. And I'm like, that's not true. Like, I haven't had that interaction or that being crammed down my throat, so to speak, in the game at all. I just haven't had that. It just feels like someone's been disrespectful about the game because they do not like the game for whatever reason. And they're spreading these words, these rumors around, and it's just getting misconstrued and the information just going all over the place. So I'm going to continue to give you more of Assassin's Creed Shadows here, the real game, not someone just talking about and guessing what it is, or trying to say that the story is this, or trying to say that it's this, that, and the other. I'm going to give you the real thing. So if there's any type of interaction, yeah, I'm going to play through it. I'm going to have a look at it. I'm going to explore what is being explored in the game. I'm not going to shy away from things. And if something is a certain way, I want to see it. I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm not going to pick up the game because nah, man, I've got to pick up the game. I've got to experience my Assassin's Creed, man. I've got to have a look at those storylines and them story beats. I'm going to be sitting there and being like, so and so said to the cheer, so I'm not going to play the game. You're like nuts. You're out of your mind, bro. Missing out on a massive Assassin's Creed game because someone said umidi abadi uburu. You lot are bonkers, bro. But anyway, I think that's where this video going in because I think I need to go live on something. I don't even know, bro. Yo, my name is Anthony Allen. On screen right now, you should see some additional content somewhere around here. Click on that stuff. There's more where that came from. Thank you for watching. I'll see you with the next one. And remember, launch.